originality. I know I'm the blueprint, but that thing's better than the original. No, y'all cool.
Did India Love really just say she's gearing up to walk into DDG's love show just to insult all the contestants? Because if she did, this is about to get messy. India might think she's the queen of shade, but those contestants are not the type to sit quiet and let her clown them on camera. And the way this whole thing is playing out, it looks less like confidence and more like straight up clout chasing. But here's the thing, India Love has always had that mean girl rep. From reality TV antics to social media stunts, she knows exactly how to stir the pot for attention. Now she's hinting at bringing that same messy energy into DDG's show, Are You My Ball? And trust me, the drama writes itself. So let's get into it, because if India really pulls this off, it won't be just shade thrown, it could be chaos, fights, and maybe even the downfall of DDG's whole little empire. Before we dive in, comment messy if you think India is doing this for clout. I want to see how many of y'all already clocked it. India Love has been in this game long enough to know how to stay relevant, even when the spotlight dims. She started out with that classic IG baddie turned reality star blueprint, building a brand on looks, drama, and just the right amount of scandal. But the problem with being famous for being messy is you gotta keep that mess coming. This isn't the first time she's been accused of doing anything for attention. She's had her name in more controversies than actual projects. And whenever the buzz starts to die down, suddenly there's a new clip, a new rumor, or a new feud. Sound familiar? Exactly. It's giving professional clout farmer. The vibe has always leaned toward that untouchable mean girl energy. The kind of persona you see in teen movies where the popular girl thrives off making others feel small. But in real life, that ish gets old quick. Instead of looking powerful, it often comes across like insecurity wrapped in lip gloss and designer heels. And this latest stunt, it screams desperation more than domination. Because let's be real, if you're hyped about insulting women who are just trying to win a dating show, that's not boss energy. That's low self-esteem on loudspeaker. And honestly, that's why this whole thing already feels like a ticking time bomb. But India didn't just stop at throwing shade online. She made sure the world saw the receipts. The moment that had everybody talking is that little clip she put out. You know, the one where India is smiling into the camera, basically saying, "Excuse me?" Not only did she say it, she said it with her whole chest, like she's auditioning for Bring It On, Mean Girls edition. Here's the kicker. The way she delivered it gave off serious, scripted vibes, almost like she was reenacting a movie scene, trying to channel that inner bad girl cheerleader energy, which honestly makes it worse, because now it's not even authentic shade, it's staged, exaggerated, and clearly meant to get a reaction. Viewers clocked it immediately. The comments were flooded with people saying, "This is sad. She must really need attention." And "Why would you even post yourself saying something like this?" When the internet starts diagnosing your self-esteem through a 30-second clip, you know you messed up. Real quick, let me know in the comments if India actually walked into your face and tried to roast you on national TV. What would you say back? I need to hear these clapbacks. Here's what India seems to be forgetting. The women on Are You My Ball are not pushovers. From the clips that have already gone viral, we can see the cast is sharp, fiery, and quick to clap back. These are not background extras waiting to get roasted. These are women with strong personalities, ready to defend themselves and their screen time. Imagine India strutting in, trying to embarrass them in front of millions. You think they're just gonna stand there? Please. We've already seen contestants get sassy over way smaller things. So India throwing direct shade is basically inviting a fight. The vibe from the cast so far is a mix of intelligence and sass. They're witty enough to match her words, but fiery enough to take it past talking if they feel disrespected. Translation, India Love might think she's the queen bee, but she could walk into a full-on swarm. And let's not forget, Reality TV thrives on explosive moments. If India steps into that house with insults, we're one drink spill away from viral chaos. The real question becomes, would DDG even allow this? Or is he secretly hoping for it? This is where it gets tricky. On one hand, DDG knows he's already under a microscope. His show is controversial, his every move gets picked apart, and his critics are waiting for him to slip. Allowing India Love to come in and tear down the contestants would only add fuel to the fire. But on the other hand, toxicity sells. The reality TV formula is simple. The messier, the better. If India shows up ready to cause chaos, the show's number might skyrocket. And let's be honest, clout equals cash. Also, DDG's reputation to consider. In his hometown, he's still seen as that success story, the guy who made it out and can do no wrong. For those people, even if the show turns into a circus, he'll still be the king. But to the broader public, letting India humiliate women on his platform could easily backfire. It's a classic gamble. Does DDG prioritize long-term credibility, or does he chase short-term views? And knowing how this industry works, I would not be shocked if he decides to roll the dice. This whole situation is bigger than India Love or DDG. It's about the way influencers and reality stars play the clout game. Clip farming, fake beef, exaggerated drama, it's all a part of the hustle now. India isn't just insulting contestants for fun. She's strategizing. She knows if she creates a viral moment, even if it's a negative one, her follower counts climb. Her YouTube grows, her brand suddenly looks relevant again. And this is where it gets dark, because while the numbers go up, the damage behind the scenes get ignored. Humiliating women for content might be entertaining, but it's also messy and toxic. It reinforces the idea that disrespect equals success. And in the long run, that's not just India's brand getting tarnished, it's DDG's too. If you're still watching right now, drop the word clip farmer in the comments so I know you're locked in with me. We've seen it happen before. Influencers lean into toxicity, rake in the views, and then realize too late that their reputation is in shambles. Fans might love the drama today, but they'll drag you tomorrow when it goes too far. How far is India willing to go? And how much risk is DDG willing to take? At the end of the day, this isn't just about India Love being shady. It's about the bigger culture of reality TV and influencer clout chasing. The formula hasn't changed in decades. Drama sells, kindness doesn't. The nastier the clip, the faster it spreads. But here's the twist. Audiences are getting smarter. They can tell when something is authentic drama versus staged mess. And when it feels fake, it backfires. India trying to pull a mean girl cheerleader act might not land the way she hopes. Instead of making her look powerful, it could expose just how desperate she is for attention. Meanwhile, DDG risks turning his show into a parody of itself, where the drama feels forced instead of entertaining. It all comes down to choices. Does DDG really want to let India humiliate women on his platform? Or does he draw the line and protect his brand? Either way, the audience is watching closely, and the fallout could be huge. So here we are. India Love is out here plotting to roast DDG's contestants like it's open mic night. But the reality is, this could easily blow up in her face. The women on Are You My Ball are not backing down. DDG has to decide between clout and credibility, and the whole internet is ready to grab their popcorn. At the end of the day, it's the same question we always circle back to. Is India Love really that confident, or is this just desperation disguised as shade? And more importantly, is DDG ready to risk his entire show's reputation just for a couple of viral clips? Because if India does step on that stage, one thing's for sure, it won't just be insults flying. This is about to be wild, And trust me, I'll be here breaking it all down. This is the Gossip Drop. Thank you so much for watching.